Hey guys, welcome to another mini Z video. For as long as Russia continues to kill people in Ukraine and commit atrocities, I'll keep having a Ukrainian support thing in my videos. So I'll start off with my Audi R8 Bilstein that shows the Ukrainian colours. I had some mini Z goodies arrive during the week. Getting spares for bodies that I know drive well and will allow me to have some, if I can eventually find some people to race with, that I can let them get damaged and still have a clean one that hasn't been damaged in the long run. The Audi can drive out of the way. First up, we've got a Honda HSV010 in the Epson colour scheme. Now, initially when I saw this car, which was almost 2 years ago I'd say, I wasn't a fan of this colour scheme, but funnily enough it really grew on me, and especially because I was watching the Super GT, the Japanese racing series, the GT500 that this car was in around 2010 to about 2012 or 13ish. And the real life car did look really good, and it had me sort of reevaluate this car, and I decided I really like it. And so this is a spare, so which means I have two of these, which means one of them can be sacrificed in the long run if I'm willing and brave, or crazy as some people might say. I'll put it back there, and I haven't set up the camera to be framed properly, so I'll just have to move the camera around a bit as I put more of them out there. Now, for the same reason, when it rains it pours, I decided to get quite a few of the Nissan GT-R 2008 Super GT cars. So there's a yellow hat, which you may have seen in a recent video. So that's a spare. The case is loose on this one, so I'll take the case off to show it. So there's a Motul Nissan GT-R 2008 Super GT car, with beautiful chrome on the roof and the rear window. And the Motul is interesting because it has blue headlight covers. Oh, can't have that falling just yet. I'll put the case back on so I can stack something on top of it. I'm a fan of these Lexus SC 430s, 2012 versions. So this is a spare of the Denso one. It's got a chrome roof and a chrome rear window as well. So I'm currently driving a Petronas and a Zensurumo version of this car on my track. I like how it drives. And the good thing about the Super GT cars, meaning the Honda HSV010, which is 2010, the Nissan GT-R, which is 2008, and this Lexus, which is 2012, is they all have the same offset, which is +2 narrow at the front and +2 wide at the rear. So it's pretty quick and easy to swap between them. It's just changing over that front mount piece, and then everything else is ready for the body to go straight on. So we have another Nissan GT-R 2008 Super GT car, and this one I think is a pre-season test car from memory, and it's in a small case. It's got the official card, so I just thought it would have come in a larger case, but I guess not. So I don't think they've cut it to fit. Doesn't look like it's cut unless they did a really clean cut. Anyway, so it is a pre-season test car. But usually 98mm wheelbase cars, most of them, they come in a large case rather than the short angled case that usually they use for the smaller wheelbase cars. Anyway, I'll keep this one front and center because I'm going to show something else that I bought that's quite interesting to see beside it. So this one is a handmade version of that pre-season test car. That's what it looks like. So it's got number 22 on it, and the official one's number 23. But definitely, when you look at the colours, they've definitely made it to look very similar to the official one. So they don't have the chrome silver, they've gone with the grey, but it's a very good effort, and they haven't done a clear coat on it yet, so I'll need to look into clear coat. I'm hoping it's just a spray and it's easy just to spray the whole car as is. Because if I drive it without clear coating it may flake the paint off and damage it. So I'll have to keep that in mind. So I'll put that one up top. And that one on top of there. So it's time to adjust the camera. There we go. Here's a car that was quite elusive and quite expensive to buy too. It's a Ferrari 599XX test car, which is the only one I think that has the same colour all over, whereas the rest of the Ferrari 599XXs have a two-tone colour scheme where the roof is a different colour. And the other difference on this test car is they've blackened out the headlight covers, whereas the other 599XXs have a clear cover, meaning that they were designed to use the lights at night time. But I guess this being a test car, it was daytime only, so they could blacken them out. So it was instant attraction to this car when I found out that it existed, just because it was the full, full colour for the whole car, versus all the others that have a different colour on the roof. And why stop at one when you like a car a lot? So I came across a second one, and it was similarly expensive. But I just think the 599XX is a beast of a car and also a really beautiful car. And I think it's potentially at its best in the test car version with the same colour on the roof, but it also looks good in yellow, and the black is wickedly beastly too. Time to adjust the camera a bit. Okay, 2 cars to go. So I drive the Nissan R390 on my track. It's one of the 102mm LM cars, and I really like this car. So did the same thing, got a spare of the Clarion body, because there's 3 versions of it, number 21, number 22 and number 23, which were all Le Mans 1997 cars. So they had 3 team cars in it, Nissan Motorsport. And the R390 was a joint venture with Tom Walkinshaw Racing from memory. So it was based on a Jaguar race car back in the days when Tom Walkinshaw focused on Jaguars, and he eventually came to Australia and did some Australian cars in motorsport. So I'll put that at the top, so it'll be out of sight. Put the camera a bit more. Yep, can just catch it, but it's a bit glary. Right, one more. And this is another model, Nissan GT-R 2008 Super GT car. Now one of these 2 models, I can't remember which one, I'm not sure which one, actually comes with 8 lights installed in it. So I'm looking at the back tail lights to see. It may not be that one. Put it in front. I'll rearrange the cars to get to the other one, because I suspect it's going to be this one. No, that actually looks more likely like... Oh no, it is this one. Okay, I'll pop the body off. If I can. Yep, there we go. Alright. So there we go. Lights galore in there. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 at the front and 4 at the rear. So 8 lights in total. So that'll look really good when it's lit up. that's for sure. And the model is very, very similar to the Zanavi that I showed in one of my recent videos, where apart from a few words on them, the main difference is the blue headlights between the two. So they've both got the chrome roof and rear, same colour scheme, just different words of advertising, and the Zanavi doesn't have the blue headlight covers that the Motul one has. So I think the Motul one looks better overall with the blue. Quite a snazzy look to it. But that's going to look fantastic when I put it on a chassis and have 8 lights on it. I'll just do a zoom by of cars. I'll just get that one to the side. Epson HSV 010, Lexus SC 430 2012, Ferrari 59XX test car, another one, Nissan R390, Le Mans car 1997, custom made Nissan GT-R 2008 Super GT pre-season test car, official of the same car, Yellow Hat Tomica, Nissan GT-R 2008 Super GT, Motul, Nissan 2008 GT-R Super GT. So it was a good collection of cars to add to my collection. And we'll finish off just by having another look at the Bilstein Audi, to think of all the suffering going on in Ukraine because of the nasty Russian president and his evil ambitions. And over in my part of the world, in Australia, the biggest risk to stability is China, because China follow the playbook of Russia. China have learnt Russia's nasty tactics, which means they lie, they cheat, they steal. They claim they're doing things for peace when in fact they're escalating the situation, and then when the Western countries try to balance things back to peace, China then plays the victim card and says the Western countries are the ones causing the problem. So the guys I work with are all intelligent. We roll our eyes. We see through China as any sensible person would, just as people in Europe that are closer to Russia would see through the Russians. And at work we talk about the Russian situation a lot. So Russia's evil by the government. China's got an evil government as well. So what will the future hold? Well, hopefully the Russian situation will be won by Ukraine and the Westerners helping Ukraine, and hopefully that will show China that they better not dare to try something like that in Taiwan, because Taiwan is a country, in my opinion. I don't like the way that China has put pressure on Australia to have us not treated as a country. It's disgusting, but that's China for you. China's evil, Russia's evil. So that's enough of me talking about the evil countries. So thanks for watching, guys. Mini Z out.